Uh, but if dad does that again, he's gonna get his license taken away. I'm nervous about him.
His eyes are going.
Dad? No way. He's alright. He's right. It's just that he doesn't mind. I drove with him to the city last week. You know what? He stops at the green light and goes at the red.
Maybe he is colorblind.
Oh? No way. He's alright. And you know that. He's got the finest guy in the business.
I'm going to sleep.
You're still not sour on that, Biff.
He's alright, I guess. You're smoking?
Woman?
Yeah, of course.
Need more.
There is a cigarette.
I'm sorry. We've got to share this one. Finishing a pack daily nowadays. Stop.
I can never sleep when I smell it.
Funny enough, us in here again. All the old memories. Over here in the living room, us enjoying. It's been so long.
Yeah. Lots of dreams and plans.
Yeah. Plenty of women would like to know what is the talk going on here.
Remember that black Betty something? What the hell was her name?
Oh!
Over on Bushvika Mini.
With the coolie dog.
Yeah. That's the one. I got you in there.
Yeah, I remember. I think that was my first time. Oh man, how can I forget that? Also, don't forget you were the one who taught me how to talk to women. Thanks, brother.
I bet you forgot how bashful you used to be. Especially with girls.
I still am.
Oh, come on.
No, really, I still am, Biff. It's just that I got less bashful and you got more of so. What happened, Biff? Where's the old humor? Where's the old confidence? What's the matter? Tell me.
Why does dad mock me all the time?
He's not mocking you. He's just,
Every time I say, there is a twist of mockery on his face. They can't get near him.
it's just that he's worried about you, Biff. It's not that. And I wanted to talk to you about Dad. Something. He's not keeping well nowadays. Last time I was driving with him and he was talking to himself.
I also noticed that this morning. But he always mumbled.
What's so noticeable? What's so embarrassing? He started talking to himself in front of a lot of people. I sent him to Florida. Then you'll be surprised to know that most of the time he's talking about you.
Of me?
Yeah.
What is he about me?
I can't make it out.
What is he about me?
I really can't make it out, but I think that the fact that you're still not well settled, still kind up in the air.
There is one or two other things depressing me.
What do you mean?
Never mind, but just don't lay it all to me.
But there's gotta be some future out for you there, right? You might be thinking of doing something.
I don't know what the future is. I don't know what I am supposed to want.
What do you mean there?
Well, I spent 6 or 7 years after trying to high school, working myself out, shipping clerk, salesman, business of one kind or another, and its measly manner of existence. To get on that subway on the hot morning in summer, to devote your whole life to keeping stock, making phone calls, or selling or buying, to suffer 50 weeks of the year for the sake of 2 week vacation. When your really desire is to be outdoors with your shirt off, and always to have to get ahead of the next fella. And still, that's how we build a future.
But see, you really enjoy it on the farm, right? Are you content out there, Bill? Are you?
I have had 20 or 30 kinds of jobs since I left home before the war. And it's always turns out the same. I just realized it lately. In Nebraska, when I herded cattle, in the Dakotas and Arizona, now in Texas. That's why I came home now. I guess because I realized it. This farm I work on, it's spring there now. See? They have got about 15 new cold. There is nothing more inspiring or beautiful than the sight of man and new cold. It's cool there now.
Yeah.
Texas is cool now. And it's springs. And whenever springs comes to where I am, I suddenly get the feeling, my God, I am not getting anywhere. What the hell I am doing? Playing around with horses, $28 a week. Heck, I am 34 years old. I ought to be making my future. That's when I come running. And now I get here. I don't know what to do with myself. I have always made a point of not wasting my life. And every time I come back here, I know that all I have done is to waste my life.
It's not that bad. You're thinking in the wrong direction, you know. Really. You're a poet. You know that. You're an idealist. Trust me.
No, I've mixed up very bad. Maybe I ought to get married. Maybe I ought to get stuck into something. Maybe that's my trouble. I'm like a boy. I'm not married. I'm not in business. I'm like a boy. Are you content, huh? Your success. Are you content?
I'm content. Hell no. Not at all.
You are making money, aren't you?
So what, Biff? All I want is my merchandise manager to die now. But suppose I become the merchandise manager. So what? You know, the current merchandise manager is a good friend of mine. You'll be surprised to know that a few months back, he built a terrific estate on the Long Island, invested millions of dollars. But he stayed there for 2 months and then sold it. You know? Just for 2 months. And probably that is something even I would do. Yeah. You know, sometimes I sit in my apartment, all alone, and I think of the rent I'm paying, and it's crazy. But this is what I wanted, right? My whole life. My own apartment, own cars, living lavishly, have plenty of women around. God damn it. Still lonely. Still am.
Why don't you come out west with me?
You and I.
Yeah, sure. Maybe we could buy ranch, raise cattle, use our muscles. Men built like a bear should be out in the, working out in the open.
Hey, the Roman brothers, huh?
Yeah, sure. We have been known all over the counties.
Sure, man. Sometime in the future.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, I'll look out for the bag now.